Hello everyone and welcome to RombautRC. Today we are diving into another RC discipline, the F5J, with these massive electric gliders. I have with me as a guest Nicolas Ridray, the Spanish F5J champion, and he will guide us through the basics of this discipline. He will share his experience and also we will enjoy some flights together. Nico, welcome to Aeroclub by the Tenas. Last time we met, I think it was in one competition when he shared with me so many insights about F5J. It was amazing to see you flying through the thermals, understanding the winds, the clouds, and I learned so much. And I'm very happy to have you here showing us all these products and also sharing the insights and your preparation for the next World Championship.
Thank you for the invitation, John. And really happy to be here and to try to promote our F5J class and Dualsky products.
F5J is an FAI recognized glider class focused on thermal duration flying. Pilots use electric power gliders to achieve a target flight time, finishing with a precise landing. It's a man-to-man competition with up to 18 pilots flying simultaneously. Pilots are awarded points for flight time and landing accuracy, with penalties for starting at higher altitudes. This encourages efficient energy use, precise climbs, and strategic decision-making throughout the flight. The competition consists of qualifying rounds where pilots aim to achieve the best scores, followed by fly-ups for the top performers. F5J combines technical skill, strategy, and the art of reading thermals, making it challenging and rewarding for competitors. Nicolas is a factory team pilot for Dualsky and has been supporting their F5J division to develop and improve their technology by gathering data and providing valuable feedback. It's amazing. I've seen some videos when I did my only participation. I was taking off at like 200 meters and now guys you are just taking off at what, 50, 70 meters, no more than that, right?
It depends on the weather condition, but if you can do it from the lowest altitude as possible,
you get more points.
You will get more points.
Tell us a little bit about the airplanes that you have. Do you have any limitations?
The class is limited to 4 meter wingspan.
Okay.
The limitation on the lowest side is 12 grams per square meter of wing loading. Mm-hmm. All the models are now made full carbon. Some are with hollow wind, some are with solid core wind, okay. Made in aluminum molds. And also now the new models are splittable in 4 parts for the wings and 2 parts for the fuselage. Nice. They used to weigh between 1.1 kilo and up to 2.5 kilos depending on the weather condition.
1.2 kilos with an airplane of 4 meters of wingspan, which is amazing. Can you explain us a little bit, because we see 3 motors here. We have different models for competitions, like the standard, the lightweight, and also the strong for windy conditions. Exactly. So, how does it work?
So we have to fly in different weather conditions. You can fly really early in the morning with a completely dead calm condition. You can fly in strong wind up to 12 meters per second. So it's really windy, a lot for a light model. So what we used to have, it's the same model, but with different structure, different layers of carbon, and we can go from the really super light model, just at the limit of the rules, with 12 grams per square meter. So that means 1.1, 1.2, depending on the model, depending on your wing area.
Kilograms, 1.1, 1.2.
Then you have a standard around 1.4, 1.5 kilo. And then
nice conditions for gliding, I guess, with some thermals, wind.
With some activities. Okay, so both wind and so general wind and thermal activity make you move the weight of the model. And then you have the strong one for let's say thunderstorm
crazy
thunderstorm condition. So it used to be a model from 1.6 kilo, but in this model you can put ballast, and you can go up to 2.6 kilo without any problem.
Quick question regarding that, because in F3A, that's the ballast, yeah?
Yeah, that's the ballast. It goes inside the fuselage. In some model, it's going in the wind, and that you can vary the weight of your model depending of the weather condition. Why you need a powerful model? Because you will start your flight really forward in the wind, cut your motor there, and follow the thermal, so you may end your flight really far back,
and then
backwind,
and then speed condition and come back,
and then you have to come back. That is why also you need energy and you need weight.
Just few words to have it also, because I find it super interesting. F5J airplanes also, you play with the offset of all the servos of aileron and flaps to have different conditions, right?
We play with the profile.
Exactly.
We play with the profile. So the glider is made with a profile, with a camber and thickness, and then we play a lot with the camber of the model. We have a different camber position when we can have more drag but more lift. And then to return in the strong wind or to move faster, we put all the camber of the wing up, and we have a better drag. And
for the ones that are not familiar, basically, at least that's what I was doing. Probably now you do something different, but a little bit down, it was to increase this lift for thermals.
Exactly.
Then standard is basically the offset of the airplane, how it is designed, and then speed a little bit up, using this lift and getting some lift. Okay.
And we can have up to 6 positions.
How many conditions do you have normally?
I used to play with 4 or 5 in flight, plus a phase in motor.
Okay, so we discussed normally in general we have 3 types of airplanes that you go into competitions: the light, the standard, and the heavy wind, let's say. And here we have 3 motors from Dualsky. Can you tell us a little bit more about the motors that you use and what are the differences, or a little bit about the Dualsky type of motors that we have?
I use Dualsky because it's a really smart product. It's an outrunner brushless motor, but capsulated.
Okay.
So there is no problem with the wires, not like any other outrunner motor. But it's really nice because you don't have to use a gearbox or it's simple.
Super nice, yes. You have all the screws here that you can attach in this super tiny and thin fuselage, so nothing is touching or on the way of the outrunner, but it's an outrunner inside this.
Exactly, you have your rotor turning inside, but you have the capsule that it allows you to fix the motor in the front, and then you have this nice 5mm hollow shaft that's super strong, good for docking landing.
Oh, true, how they land.
And the cable of the motor are going there on this side, so in the back of the fuselage, and it's completely clean. You don't have a problem with the cage of the motor touching the cable.
If you have assembled a glider, you know what he's talking about. That's so nice to have the cable just in the back, so it's not on the way, you're not touching your fuselage or anything. But very nice. And as I can see here, we have 3 versions, right?
Exactly, as you told, we have light, standard, and windy models. So that is why I'm using this 3 type of motor with a different power and different weight. Starting from the light, we have this XM3036 motor. I use EG11 version, that is 1370 kV, and it's a really light motor. It's only 85 grams without the connectors, and it's about 370 watts. I use it in 3S with 10.6 propeller. And I use 3S really light batteries. So with this you have a combo of 85 gram motor, about 30 gram ESC, and the battery is 60 grams. It's a really light combo.
But powerful enough to...
And 370 grams, it's really powerful for 1.2, 1.3 kilo
As you will see
motor.
in the video, how it climbs.
I can have, with this setup, even with ballast, my light model, I can go up to 10 meters per second climb.
Whoa.
So,
nice.
But what is really nice with this motor, it's the progressivity. With motor with gearbox and the large propeller, it's really hard to find the progressivity. Here you can go from idle to full gas with a full control.
Okay.
It's make no noise.
Yeah, the noise is very nice.
It's
and
really,
maintenance-wise, also it's an improvement, right?
No
Not
maintenance.
having,
No maintenance. Time to time opening and seeing how clean it is, and that's all. It's fantastic. Perfect. It's there is a fan for cooling, so even with recommendation of Dualsky, you can go for F5J only using 30 seconds. The motor, you can go a little bit over the
limit that you are
the
not
limit
gonna
that
overheat
Dualsky recommends.
Yeah.
Because Dualsky recommends really safe performance.
Yeah.
But with this one, it's more than enough for a light model.
Perfect.
And then for the standard model, I use the 3040 EG9. It's also 1350 kV. Also with the same propeller, 10.6 or 11.6. And with this motor, you can go from 3S. You have just 350, 400 watt. But you can go also with 4S. And with 4S, you can ballast your model, and you go up to 600 watt without any problem.
Okay.
And it's the most versatile. Also for
Is what I was
it's
about
not
to
only competition. This motor is the one that I would recommend for any standard pilot
That
just
starts,
wanting this nice glider, even a little bit heavier, 1.5 kilos, and this motor is
perfect
motor
for
to go.
everyone. Yeah.
And it's only 100 grams. So
It's light, powerful, and it can be assembled or put it in basically
and
all
really
models.
reliable, reliable.
Nice.
And then for thunderstorm condition or for windy, I use this 3045. This one is 120 grams. And I use the version that works with 6S. Okay, so it's 920 RPM per volt, so kV. And with this one, you go up to 800 watts without any problem. So I use it with a 10.6 and 6X battery. And the good things of the 6S, you can have a lot of power, and you are not going super high in amperage. So with 35 ampere, you have
enough
massive power. With this one, I can bring my strong model full of ballast, also 12, 13 meter per second.
Climb. Wow.
And empty 1.6 kilo, more than 20.
Very nice. Very nice.
It's the difference of this motor. So it's exactly the same diameter. Just the case, it's a little bit longer. So you have 4 millimeter between the small and the standard one, and 5 millimeter more. So this was the difference of the weight.
And the case is the same. So the holes are the same distribution.
Yeah. And the fixing point are exactly the same. It's 16 and 19. And same shaft, so you don't have to change your spinner collet.
Or the where you mount the motor in the fuselage. It's the same motor mount.
The motor mount is exactly the same.
That's good.
It used to be standard 2 screw 16 to screw 19.
It's a standard one.
Standard one.
Very good. Okay, then let's move to the next thing, which is the electric speed controllers to control this motor. And you said that you are very happy with the 60X.
Summit 60X, it's a fantastic product because it's super slim for our fuselage that are really, really slim. It's fantastic. It's only 7 millimeter thickness, and with all the advantage of the BL-LE32 ESCs, well known in the world of drones, but quite new for glider.
For all of us, yeah. I'm also starting to use it with my
and
F3A.
with some amazing performance for the size. When you see a so small ESC hanging peaks of 90 amperes and constant 60 ampere, it's really amazing.
And it looks very nice also. The case looks very amazing.
Yeah, it's compact. So this one is the alu case, so it also exists as a slim version. It's more affordable, and instead of having a full aluminum case, you have only aluminum dissipator, and the housed in heat shrink.
Yes.
So it's a little bit lighter, a little bit cheaper, but it's still good. With this one you can have a constant 50 ampere, so it's more than enough for light models or even standard, and peaks of 60 ampere without any problem.
One of the things that people normally really liked about the Summit for F3A is that all these products come preset directly for the Dualsky motors. In this case, it's the same?
It's the same. It comes from Dualsky with all the parameter for a glider. Means with the brake active and the acceleration also. And then you can change the parameter as you want.
With this
small device. It's a USB plug and play.
Yeah.
You just have to plug it in your computer. And with a BL-LE suite,
you can adjust all the settings.
adjust. It's fantastic. Those ESC you can modify more than enough. Because really for gliders we only need to adjust the brake. In the case you use gear, you need to have a softer brake, not to
damage the gears.
To not damage the pinions. And with this small device, it's just plug and play.
Perfect. Very nice. And we have another one, which is a little bit smaller one, probably for the light models.
Exactly.
I guess.
For a light model, Dualsky just released some months ago the 30 ampere version of the Summit. So this one is really focused on the light models, also maybe for smaller class. But you can use it in F5J with a light motor. Because it's about 30 ampere. And this one you can have a constant 30 ampere and peak with 40 ampere. And it's amazingly light, beautiful.
But mainly focused on super light models for competition. Again, here, if this one is the standard for pretty much everything, the 60X would be the good to go. This package would be the best combo to start.
Yeah, so the best combo for average pilot would be the 100 gram motor, so the 3040 with a Summit 60X.
And then depending on the weight of the aircraft,
and then
3 or 4.
Exactly, depending what you want. You can even play. If your model allow movement of your battery, you can have for normal conditions a 3S battery.
And for like a light model.
The day that it's a little bit windy and you have to ballast, you can, with the same propeller, put the 4S. With a 10.6 propeller, it's fantastic.
Last thing about the ESCs, I saw the other day on Facebook that you were showing the telemetry in your transmitter. There is some telemetry coming out of this 60X.
So like any BL-LE32 ESC, you have telemetry inside, and it's a KISS protocol that goes from the fourth, so through the fourth cable, and so you can use it directly if you use like I don't know, TBS or transmitter or FSky, I think allows it directly. And for the guy like me or like you using Futaba or Jetty, Dualsky released this small telemetry adapter that you can put or directly in your cable, or like I did plug and play just for measuring the time you want.
With the cable that goes to the receiver, also with sensors.
There is two extra sensors. One is temperature and the other one is current sensor. And you get also all the telemetry data, so RPM of the motor, internal temperature. You have also the back voltage and back current. So it's
I will make a specific video also for the Summit 100 explaining everything about telemetry. So we talked about the motors, we talked about the ESCs, and now the batteries. That's the last component is missing, and I have here 4 of them that you are using frequently. So can you talk us a little bit about them?
So as I told you, we have light, standard and windy models, and we need also to adapt our equipment and our energy with the batteries. So starting from the light, we need the battery as light as possible. I'm currently using the 3S 600 milliampere hour from the Ultra series from Dualsky. It's amazing batteries with a really high rate of discharge. So the good thing of this battery, you have absolutely no big drop of voltage under charge. It's a really good battery, super light. It's about 62 grams. And it's perfect for in combo with a light motor, and it's more than enough for one climb to 200 meters with 350
because for one climb, and also you use BEC for the rest of the flight, but
but
the consumption is so low.
Because in our class you can use
only one
motor once, so then it's just the power supply of all the servos,
which is more than enough.
The ESC has a really strong back, and
perfect. 3S, then we have the 3S 900, so a little bit more capacity.
Exactly, this is good for standard, or if you want to ballast a little bit the light, but I used to use it for standard. In the calm condition. 3S is more than enough, and with this you have good power,
similar
good weight.
battery.
It's about 80 grams. And in case wind or the condition are a little bit more active, I switch to 4S, and with 4S you are going just on the limit of the performance of the motor, but you can go up to 650 watts, and amazing performance also, no voltage sag, and really constant, really good batteries, the Ultra series from Dualsky.
And this one seems very interesting for thin fuselages, right? The long one, the long version.
This is for my thunderstorm or windy model. As I told you, I use 6S. That is not really common, but it must become common in the future, because with 6S you increase your voltage and you drop your amperage for the same power, and it's really better for reliability, both of battery,
ESC, motor, everything.
And you also have a better efficiency. And Dualsky had a really good idea to make this long format batteries. So this one is 6S 600 milliampere hour.
But instead of putting it like this,
and
right?
it's like a 2-3S in a line.
Very nice.
And it's really fantastic because it enters in the fuselage for guys using really slim fuselage, no problem. The 4S also exists in this format long, with 2+2. And this one is for heavy model. It's a 120 grams battery, and With this one, you go up to 800 watts without any problem,
and sustained there.
Yeah, full gas. The voltage never drops below 3 volts, 3.1 volt per cell. That's for such a small battery.
Yes, with small capacity.
It's really good. I think that it's only 0.6 ampere hour. So it's really small battery. But and my one now 2 seasons.
2 seasons already.
And I have absolutely no problem. I will use it in the next World Championship, and they are still good. I don't have to change my battery every 6 months.
Very nice. Very nice. How do you charge these batteries? 1C, like in general, everything 1C?
I used to take care of my batteries, so I charge it at 1C.
Okay, good.
I store it every time in storage mode, and I keep it in the fridge.
Perfect.
To stabilize the chemistry.
Very good. Okay. Then I think that one thing that would be very interesting to know from you, especially because I haven't asked, but how many years practicing this discipline?
F5J, I started I think in 2017.
Okay.
No, not so long time ago.
But with gliders.
But I've always been a glider pilot. And when I was living in France, I was doing F3F. Because I was living close to some slope, and then I switched to F3B. I've been practicing F3B during many years, and I also switched to F3K, the hand-launch model. That's a fantastic category. And getting older, maybe your knees are not
more dangerous.
So I still train a lot in F3K. But I switched to F5J, and it's a fantastic category, more in competition. So sometimes in training it's a little bit hard to motivate to go, because those models are flying so well. It's getting a little bit boring. But in competition you have this extra point of strategy of flying really man to man,
and super fair, because at the end it's a chrono, it's an altimeter, and there is nothing.
And in competition you also see what the other guy is doing better, and helps you to improve your level at every flight.
Probably it's not the most for beginners, but I consider the F5J something amazing to start flying gliders, to enjoy the thermals. They are easy to fly. They can be transported pretty easy because they disassemble in multiple pieces, and it's for all ages because it can be super exciting in competition. So for example, my father at 73 years old is coming very often to just fly, enjoy, take some thermals and fly. So which one would be the setup, now that we are talking about Dualsky, for all these people that wants to get into the hobby, or especially into this discipline? What would be the combo?
I think for beginner or people that want to enter in the F5J category, they don't have to go to a super light model, because they are more fragile, and they are even harder to fly because they have less inertia. So I would recommend to go to a standard model, standard layup. It will be more reliable, more durable, and about 1.3 up to 1.5 kilo, 1.4 kilo, and go directly to the standard setup of Dualsky. That means the 3040 EG9 as a 100 gram model.
The 60X.
It's a good high-end motor, but cheap.
We'll put the link in the description of the video.
Yeah, you have it in RombautRC.
In all of them.
And of course the ESCs, Summit 60X, in slim or aluminium version.
Yeah, especially for beginners, maybe this one, because you can go from the beginning to competition.
And depending on the servo you want to use, you can choose between the back of 8 volt or the back of 6 volt. So it's
adjustable to whatever
setup. It's also quite cheap product compared to some other brand. Really nice product. When you see the performance, it's a fantastic rate.
And then probably, depending on the model, depending on the weight, 3S or 4S between 600 to 900.
3S for no competition, for amateur flight.
For the hobby,
Yeah, for the hobby flight, 3S is enough. And if you live in an area with more wind, you can go 4S. The difference of weight in between the 3S and 4S battery, it's only 20 grams, and
Perfect. Okay, then thank you very much for all this information. It's so valuable to know directly from a champion what he uses and why he uses it. And the only thing that we can say is the best luck for the next World Championship. I hope the best also for the team. You're going to be representing Spain, and you're going to be the team manager.
Yeah, team manager and pilot of a Spanish team for the World Championship. I'm in the team from 2019. We did already some World Championship and European Championship, and this time we have to cross
the Atlantic,
the ocean, and go to Argentina in March. So yeah, we will try to do our best and bring this product to the highest,
to the top. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Nico.